This Aussie Victor EA review video will be based on a real track record from one of our VIP members who has been trading it for almost 6 months with solid and profitable results, as well as our live account where we've been trading it for almost 2 months. But instead of just copying the VIP member's exact setup, we wanted to take a slightly different approach. In this video, I'll show you the results, why we decided to run it at a lower risk, and the settings we are using. And by the way, this EA is priced very affordably, so watching this video until the end is really worthwhile. So let's jump straight into the vendor site. The EA is priced at 290. It trades the Aussie CAD as the name implies. There are statistics here. If we look at the vendor's track record, it has been trading since August of 2025, so it's about 10 months, and it has made 85%, a very smooth equity and balance line. Nothing much to speak of in terms of drawdowns. You can see that the drawdown has been under 7%, and this EA has been profitable every month that it has traded. The profits range between a little under 3% to about 10%, and in 2025 we had profits ranging from again about 2% up to about 7%. So this EA looks very promising, and based on the results in our VIP members account as well as ours, which I'm going to show you in a second, really a very promising EA. So let's take a look at our VIP members results, and I'm on Algo Trading Space website, and if you go to results and you click on VIP Club Portfolios, it'll bring you to this page. This is where some of our VIP members have installed the space tracker and are sharing their results publicly, so you can see for yourself exactly how all of their EAs are performing in real time. And here is the Aussie Victor, and it is trading on a Blackpool account. It is a $1,000 account. The member has already made $300 in withdrawals, so he's actually made his money back for the EA already. He's made 33%, and it's a little over 6 months, about 6.5 months, doing very well at about 4.5% a month. And if we look at the track record, you can see that other than this little decline here, the rest of it has been looking very good. As I mentioned, a few small drawdowns, but really nothing dramatic. And here is his withdrawal here, and it is now steadily climbing up, and it is in a small drawdown at the moment. Let's have a look at our trading results, and I'm going to go to our VPS for that. Now this on top is the backtest that I performed. I did it before the video, and I actually recorded another video where I showed you the exact settings that I'm using. If you missed that, I'll link to it down below in the description. But looking at the graph, you can see super smooth. Now this is a 5-year backtest using real ticks. It really is very, very good. The equity and the balance lines stick very close together for the majority, and other than this drawdown here, and again this is over 5 years, really nothing much to speak of. Looking at the backtest results, we had a max equity drawdown of 15%. Now this is on a $1,000 account, and at the time that the drawdown happened, which was the big one you saw towards the end, that was equal to $330. So while it is 15% when it happened, what we're looking at is the dollar value, right? The dollar value is 330. So what we're saying is that if we started trading this EA today, and tomorrow we had the worst drawdown that we've had in the last 5 years, how would it have affected our account? And it is about 33% of the starting balance, right? So that is the number that we're actually looking at. The 15% is great. And below the backtest results, you can see our live trading account. Now this is a live account with Blackpool markets, and this EA has been trading since the 16th of April, and today is in fact the 16th of June. So it's exactly 2 months. And in that time, the EA has made $54, and after fees, $51. So a solid 5% in 2 months, which is kind of exactly what we were expecting. Now I'm going to show you how we calculate our risk and why we didn't decide to blindly follow our VIP member settings. If we look at the settings that we are trading here, if I go into the properties, there are a number of settings here, but what I wanted to show you was down at the bottom here. You can see that we are trading this with fixed lots, so we're not using money management. So we're going to trade this with the same lot size for every trade, no matter how big the account gets, at least for now. And our starting lot size is 0.01. So we are trading this with the smallest possible lot size. On the backtest, I backtested it with 0.01 lots as well. Now, if you select a different risk model here, if you select the auto lot, for example, here, what that means is that this is where you would set it. So for every 1, you are trading 0.01 for every $1,000 in the account. So if we had to set it to auto lots and it is now set to 2, what that means is we'll be trading 0.02 lots for every $1,000 in the account, and you are potentially overexposing yourself, although even based on what we saw, it wouldn't blow the account, but it is a higher risk, and we are very happy with getting the 2.5% per month that we are getting so far in our live account. Over the last few months, we've opened many new live accounts with new and promising EAs. To ensure you don't miss the reviews and real results of these and future years, please check if you've subscribed. It's free, just takes a second, and it means you'll know as soon as we publish any new content. Thank you. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is how we determine the risk to trade in each account based on backtests. So this is the spreadsheet that we use when we are determining the risk in the account and how to set the account up, and it is based on the data that we get from the backtest. So as you saw with our backtest, 0.01 lots, we have a monthly expected profit of 2.8%, which is pretty much exactly what we are getting at the moment. The worst drawdown that we experienced in the account was about $350. In the backtest, it was $330, but we used different historical data for this backtest. Still very similar, and you can see that it is about 35%, which is perfectly acceptable for us based on the return that we're expecting. If we wanted to double the risk and we decided to trade 0.02 lots, we would then have not an expected drawdown, but the worst drawdown that we would have seen based on the backtest again would have been about 70%. Now, while this is acceptable and it did recover, this is not what we aim for in a smaller account. We're always aiming for under 50%, and this is how we determine the risk that we want to use for each robot in the account. Depending on the size of the account, if this was a 5K account, then of course we would adjust the lots accordingly to still stay within the parameters that we have set. Now, as I showed you at the beginning of the video, the VIP member and our account are both with Blackpool Markets, and there's a very good reason for that. They're a multi-award winning, very well regulated broker with some of the best trading conditions. We've got hundreds of accounts with them, both demo and live. We've been trading with Blackpool for many years. We've never had an issue. And if we look at the trading conditions on the Aussie CAD, which is the currency that we are trading with the Aussie Victor, if we do a quick search for it, they've got a tiny little spread of 0.8 pips, so that is really small. And on an EA that trades quite quickly, that trades small position sizes, this really can be a game changer, and you've seen the results in our account, and one of the reasons for that is the trading conditions and the broker that we are using. Now, lastly, before we finish up, I'm going to show you our results in our demo account. So we always test an EA on a demo account before placing on a live account. So we have a process where we would first backtest it, we would check the vendor's results, make sure that our backtests do match their real trading results, and then we would place it onto a demo account for a while to make sure that it does do exactly what it's supposed to do. So looking at the demo account, we placed this onto a 10K demo account. Obviously, the lots have been adjusted. As you can see, as I mentioned earlier in the video, we adjust the lots according to the account size. And in this account, we've made a profit of about 12.5%, and that has been since March, the beginning of March of this year. So that's about 3 months. So you can see that the demo and the live results do match very closely, and that was one of the reasons that we decided to place this onto a live account. And if you compare our demo results to the VIP members results as well as our live trading results, you'll see that they are very similar. I believe that in this demo account that we are trading it with auto lots. Let's take a look. Yes, so here we are trading it with auto lots, so it's trading 0.01 lots, and we have this set to 2, which means that we are trading 0.02 lots for every $1,000 in the account, and we can confirm that here. You can see that we are trading about 0.2 lots and the account is around 10K. So overall, Aussie Victor looks solid, but the key is how you approach it. You don't need to run it aggressively to get good results, and in most cases, reducing the risk slightly makes it much easier to manage over time while still achieving steady and long-term profitability. And based on our backtests, demo and live trading, and our VIP members live results, this looks like an EA that can certainly do that. I leave links to the EA, Blackpool, and our results in the description below. And another new EA that we recently started trading and I reviewed, which also produces steady results, is this one here. As always, thanks for watching, trade safe, and I'll see you soon.